Second, I would say.
We made shots. We had shots in the first half, we just didn't take any. And we forced things, you know, we didn't really take what we had. I thought we did a better job second half of taking what they gave us, rather than forcing things.
Sags up.
Pardon?
Sags. See how
You are a negative son, God. I mean, we scored 98 points and you want to bring up. Juan Segs is a great kid, he really is. He's got to learn that he's got to do what he's asked to do. And I'm sure he will after this.
is it just one game?
Well, it wasn't a suspension or anything, it's just, I just didn't want to play him. Right?
Yeah, it's a fine line.
That's my prerogative. Coach's decision, I think that's what they put in the NBA or something. GNP. Hi, Justin.
Thank you, Coach.
Come on.
You've, not to be more negative, but I mean, you've talked about.
Well, I expect it from you too.
You forced 22 turnovers tonight, which is, about, what you're looking for, but you kind of did it differently. I mean, dropping out of the press, I know it's kind of been a work in progress so far.
Yeah, we continually turn guys loose. I think so. We had 14 steals and JC had 9 of them though. So, I don't know, I'd have a hard time saying the other guys get it when he had 9 of them.
9 is the most you've ever had from a player here. It's been 17 years since not in your head. At least that many. So why? I mean, he's done it before, but not quite that many. His quick hands. What is it that makes him?
He's got great anticipation. He's got great feet, and he takes the ball. He doesn't slap at it. Those guys slap at it, and maybe they knock it. Don't not clear loose, and the guy hangs on to it, or they bat it down, and the guy picks it up, or they get called for a foul that may or may not have been a foul, which seemingly happens. How was that, Bob, for being tactful?
That was not typical of you, shall we say.
Oh.
Coach, you said after the first game you didn't feel like your team was in shape. Was that because guys couldn't go in practice? They didn't go hard enough in practice?
It's hard, really hard to teach when you're constantly running up and down, and that's the only way you get in shape. Andy has them running sprints. They ran sprints all summer. They ran sprints all fall. That doesn't get you in basketball shape because it's a different kind of conditioning. But we had so much to teach that we didn't run up and down enough. But the way it turned out in Germany, if we had run up and down enough, I probably would be saying we didn't stop it and teach enough. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just you can only do so many things, and we really only have 2 returning guys. Beetle didn't play last year. Chase didn't play last year. The guys that we're kind of counting on, like those guys, Magic, they didn't really play that much last year. Hardly at all, really. So we've got a lot of teaching to do.
With the Sags out, you played Logan a lot of minutes. I mean, he gave you something. I mean, talk about him a little bit and what he's.
Yeah, I think somebody said they got a parade in downtown Cameron going on right now. So, he works, Bob. He's an interesting guy. He plays better in games than he does in practice. Some of the things he did today, he doesn't do in practice. I mean, we could go 2 weeks, he wouldn't block a shot in practice. And as soon as he gets in the game, he makes a heck of a block. That's a really good block. He ran the floor good. He did a lot of very, very positive things. Hey, he was actually, we were supposed to have been doubling screens, and then we started we were going to string them out, and he wasn't bad. None of them were really good, but he wasn't bad. He was as good as everybody else was. Made a jump shot, He's a great kid, man. He's an absolutely great kid. And like Nate, like Chase, they understand what it means to put that West Virginia uniform on.
Beetle had a little spurt there. How important was that? That sort of got you guys rolling. It seemed early in that second half.
That's what we put him in for. It's not his lockdown defense, you know what I mean? That's what we put him in for, to make shots. The hard thing is sometimes get those other guys to realize that's why he's in the game. He was open, I thought, several times in the first half, and we didn't get him the ball when we should have gotten the ball.
Has he improved any defensively?
Yeah. You can't do what we do every day and not get better. But that also comes in degrees.
Bob, the fact that you got 20 from JC and 20 from Dax, are those two guys the ones that are going to have to make up points this year?
Well, they can't hunt them, really, And I thought at times, I thought in the first half they hunted them. They've got to get them out of the flow of the game. But yes, we've got to have those guys. Dax was horrible in Germany, and JC was bad, and they know it. I mean, they were the first ones to say it, and we had a really good practice 2 days ago. We didn't go quite as hard or as long yesterday, just because we played a day and we play Monday or Saturday and we play Monday. So, and we have a mandatory day off. It's what we're teaching kids today. By God, take a day off with hell. It's America, right?
America.
By God, don't work every day. Take one off. It's too hard to work every day. I don't get it.
Anything else?
Just one more thing, Bob. I rebounded this team, and it just from my observation, it looked like you had a lot of hands on balls. But I wasn't sure that you were real strong rebounding.
We weren't. We do things. We just don't do things consistently. We don't turn and hit our guy every time the ball shot, which we really need to do. We got spoiled because Devin kind of cleaned everything up for 3 years. Elijah was better than what our guys are rebounding right now. He wasn't as good as Devin, obviously, but Elijah, if you recall, this time of the year we were wondering if Elijah was going to be good enough, to do what he had to do, and he got better and better and better, and he ended up being a really good player. And that's the hope for Lamont and Wesley Harris, those other guys that they continue to get better, continue to make strides, continue to understand better. And it's sometimes it's hard to play against teams like this that they all pass it pretty good, and they all move good. I mean, they're running that Georgetown stuff pretty good, and it's just 6'9" guys guarding 6'3" guys. I think you automatically think you can stand behind them, or you just don't do the things that are absolutes for us not to do. But you think because you're bigger, you can get away with it.
Bobby, I forget how you described Teddy with a weird looking offense, but it works. But it seems like he tries. I mean, as much as anybody to get it going on offense.
I tried to explain to him today, you know, after he drove it into 5 guys, you know. I don't have a problem with him driving it, but we gotta move those people out of the way before you do that, you know, that's offense. You know what I mean? You don't hand the ball to a running back and tell him to run through 5 guys without a plan, you know? And Teddy just, he doesn't have a plan sometimes. And we gotta teach him what's a good shot and what's not a good shot, and when to go and when not to go, and when we can ISO and when we can't. But he'll learn. I just hope it's soon, but he'll learn.